T-Bo2 here for part 2 of my Dalek mod update 64 review, the invasion update. So one thing to note is that there were some bugs, like why these interiors weren't actually loading last time, so that's actually been fixed in the mod, so it's actually update 64.1. So I'm going to show you those interiors in person now. This one's just here for testing purposes, but here we have the Hellbent Tardis. And later on when I'm flying it, do forgive me if it looks a little buggy. I have Optifine on, and that's a little buggy with the Dalek mod sometimes. Anyway, this is the Hellbent Tardis, which is supposed to have been in the mod for a while, but apparently there was a bug that just didn't let it spawn, apparently, and it just did the default Hartnell interior. But, I mean, here it is. This console looks cool. I don't think it's new, but you never know. These pillars might be the ones specifically for this TARDIS, and if so, they've been in the game for a while and not really used. So, nice to have all this stuff. Oh, that's clever. I think that's terracotta they've used for those. And then this is a nice use of those server blocks, I think. Anyhow, there's that. Pretty cool. And the new Virtual TARDIS. I like how they have the opening both doors on that. They were supposed to make that kind of optional for all the TARDISes, I think, but that didn't really happen. Anyway, so this one, those new blocks I showed off are obviously in use, and then it's a little laggy just because of the models, but kind of the big deal with this TARDIS, other than it's been basically reconstructed to a degree, the big thing is just the lack of the modeled pillars. Now it's these ones made of the crystalline blocks I showed last time. The one thing I don't like about this console, it's a little bit tall, like these parts of it at least. I don't think they should be this tall, and it just looks small and square. I feel like it should somehow manage to look a little more rounded, kind of like it did. This monitor also just looks a bit boxy. Oh, I just noticed that. That is so cool. This replicates the little tiny spinning TARDIS they had on it in the show, which is really cool. Okay, so now on to the remaining features. The big things I wanted to show off were just the remaining stuff I hadn't covered, obviously, but I also last time said I'd show you me fighting the Sontarans, which I didn't. Take note, I have no armor on right now, so this is just base damage that it'll do. Classic Sontaran, probably about the same as they already did. They don't seem to make any particularly unique sounds. Okay, this is cool. So they dropped a laser charge, and this is kind of building on what I said last time, which is that all the guns take specific ammo now, and you can get it from like loot. Some of them you can craft, and some of them obviously are dropped by mobs. So I think that one's for a lot of different weapons, not the Dalek weapons though, those have their own lasers. Let's go ahead and fight this new series one. I think it'd be cool if they also had like variants with guns for like ranged battles, because they definitely used guns in the show. Okay, so another thing I wanted to show off was the fact that I believe the flying ability of the Daleks has been re-added. I don't think it works for the classic Daleks. They do have particles when they're like floating, but I don't believe the particles actually like allow them to fly in the classic series ones. I think it's mainly the new series ones. Probably the Renegade Daleks too, or well, Imperials. Oh. That wasn't really how I planned things to go. But yeah, you can see the particles when they're kind of above ground, kind of. But the 60s ones just kind of, yeah, they float down like that. They don't necessarily fly. The new series one should fly. Ah, it's rapid fire. Crazy. But yeah, it should be kind of flying after me. I don't think it is. I wonder what would happen if I, like, flew up somehow. Quickest time to get out of the way. Okay, it's flying, look at that, that is so cool. Okay, if you don't mind, don't kill me. Anyway, so you see that, they can fly again now, and I think a couple of the classic ones maybe do it, at least the later ones. Okay, so I'm gonna go to a planet real quick, because there's some new changes. So again, if you see a bit of a bug when we start flying, that's just Optifine. Let's see. It actually looks decent this time. Surprising. Anyway, we walk out. This is the new structure on Varus. I believe Okay, so this is kind of weird. Apparently it's based on evolution of the Daleks, which is weird because it was supposed to be, I believe that episode was in like a New York sewer and this is another planet, but this is kind of supposed to look like that, I guess. So yeah, certainly looks like it should. Bit dark, these are probably lighting bugs. And I think the Dalek humans from last time should be spawning in here. I think. I don't know if there's any like special loot or anything in here, or if it's just a place you can go if you feel like it, I guess. Where's the way out? Here's the way out. So yeah, I don't know if there's more to that, but I'll leave you all to explore it. Okay, now for the next thing, it's on Scaro. They've added brand new Dalek ships to Scaro, and this is the one based on the second of the Peter Cushing Dalek films, which is pretty cool. It makes sense it was on Earth. Anyway, we can go inside and you can see, well, kind of see there's the movie Daleks inside. And I'll probably check out the loot in a second as well, but I just wanted to see, yeah, their little lights are still bugged, which is funny. Okay, so let's see inside here. Are these containers? Nope. These are, though. Got some just kind of various loot. The spawner in the center, pretty cool. And if we go in here, ooh, that's cool. We got the Commander Dalek from that story. Anything else cool? Oh, that's a bug. Little generation glitch, kind of funny. Okay, here's some more loot. Ooh, see some of those Dalek laser charges, normal laser charges, pretty cool. Lighting bug again. Yeah, I think, oh, there's even more. Yellow roundels. Huh, neat stuff. Oh, like, is that a Peter Cushing statue? Oh yeah, that's funny. Okay, so pretty cool little ship. I like it. Actually, while I'm on Scaro, there's one more thing. So they've added actually some really cool kind of ambient music to the planets, made by May from the Dalek mod team. Very cool. They've had it for a while and just never added them yet. Okay, so I was just flying around, waiting for the music to start up, and look at this. I don't know what this is. Possibly bugged, or maybe it's supposed to look like this. Some kind of structure. I don't know what it is, though. It's really interesting. Looks like a ton of Daleks must have died. They must have spawned in the walls or something. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's all I'm really gonna do with the music. I just wanted to comment on it. It's very Hartnell era sounding, kind of like the original Daleks serial, which is a really nice touch. Okay, so we are now on the planet Mondas, as you can see. And there's a cool new change to this planet. So let's just get started. I'm going to go into survival. Okay, so you'll notice pretty quickly that I'm actually... You can hear that noise? It sounds like freezing, I guess. And I'm taking damage. Yeah, you can actually slowly freeze to death on Mondas now, which makes perfect sense because it's literally entirely covered in snow. But what you can do is you can put on like some armor or clothing and it'll actually help you, so I'd imagine this fur coat's quite good at that. Yeah, you can still hear the freezing sound, but I'm totally fine. So I guess I'm fine. I don't know if there's ambient music for Mondas yet. Oh, it's still hurting me a little. Oh, that's cool. It's taking out the durability of the fur coat. And yeah, you also notice it now gives me armor, because the decorational, all the decorational clothing pretty much gives you armor now, which is cool. So the final feature you've probably all been waiting for is the invasions that this update is named for. So let's just head over here so none of those other Daleks will come toward us. And so what I'm going to do is place down the radar. Hopefully it'll tell us once the Daleks are coming, and then we'll be able to set up this transmitter to scare them away once they are. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I guess one's triggered, because look at that. There's that warning sign, and yeah, Daleks should start spawning like crazy. I mean, I think it's more than just Daleks for the invasions. I think there's like multiple different kinds you can get, all based off episodes of the show. So that's really cool. We got an invasion of the 10th planet Cybermen. Here we go. The invasion of the Cybermen. I expect it to be the invasion design, but I guess not. There you go. There's your invasion. I wonder how well I can fight it off. Probably not well. I'm gonna die, Yep, I'm dead. What do I think about this update overall? I think it's cool, definitely slightly buggy, but luckily, even though this is technically the last 1.12 update, they are going to release some bug fixes for it. So, we're not completely doomed. Let's just hope they also port over some of this to 1.16, because, I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like it would make much sense if they didn't. I don't know. Anyhow, I've been TiVo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, TiVo2YT, to follow my Twitter, which is also TiVo2YT, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye!